Hello everyone, welcome back to the second part of our Flexbox series. In part 1, we learn about the main Flexbox container properties like display flex, flex direction and justify content. Now we are going to explore the second part, that is flex atoms. So let's first talk about what is the flex atoms are. Essentially, flex atoms are the element inside a flex container, and the properties we are going to look at today help us to control their sizing, alignments, and how they behave within the container. Let's go through each property one by one. The first property is flex grow. This property defines how much flex atom should grow related to the other atoms. By default, the atom have flex grow of 0, means they don't grow, but if we set the value like flex grow to 1, the atoms will take extra space available within the container. So if you wanted to atoms expand and fill the container, this property is useful. The next property is flex shrink. This property defines how much an atom should shrink if there is not enough space in the container. Again, the default value is 1, meaning the atoms will shrink if needed. If you set the flex shrink value to 0, the atoms will not shrink at all and will just overflow the container instead. The next property is flex basis. This is one of the important property. Flex basis sets the initial size of the flex atom before any space is distributed. So if you set the flex basis to 100 pixel, then the atom will start at 100 pixel wide before the flexbox figure out how to distribute the remaining space. The next property is order. This property decides the order of the element present in the flexbox. Alright, now let's see how to implement each flex atom property using our previous code and make some modifications in it. So firstly we are going to talk about the order property. So in our code we have three divs elements. In the first div I will add order value to 3. In the second div I will add order value to 2, and in the third div I will add order value to. Now let's see also the modification in our container. So I add align atom to stretch and justify content to space. So let me show you how it looks now. You will see that the atoms are rearranged based on the order value that I set. So let's move to the next flex atom property, that is flex grow. So here we will do in the first atom I will set the flex grow to 3, and in the second div I will set the flex grow to 2, and in the third div I will set flex grow to 0, and finally in fourth div I will set flex grow to 1. In the CSS, add the justify content to the space between. Let's see the output. As you can see here, the atom 1 take up the most space 3 times more than the atom 2 and grow 2 times as much as atom 4, and atom 3 doesn't grow at all because of flex grow is set to 0. So finally 4 grows to 1 portion of the available space. That's how the flex grow distributes the extra space in this flex container. Now let's jump into the code. So here I have set the flex shrink to value 5 on the first div. Let's see the output. You can really see the difference. The atom 1 shrinks way faster because its shrinks factor is set to 5, while the other atom shrinks more slowly. So that's how the flex shrink works. The next property is flex basis. So here I only keep the background color, and the second div add the flex basis to the 30%. Now let's see the output. As you can see, the atom 2 takes up the exactly 30% of the container space, and the remaining 70% space gets evenly distributed between the atom 1, atom 3 and the atom 4. And that's all for the Flexbox atom properties. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next video.